So just a small tip with working with aluminum. I'm making intercooler piping right now. So I just basically finished, I made the cut, I finished it on a sander, I faced it, I gave it a nice little bevel, and then I cleaned the inside out with a deburring tool. So you need to do that before this step. So what I do is I get one of these containers at the dollar store and just have dish soap in here, Dawn, with a couple, this is like a washing pad, and this is just a red Scotch-Brite. So I dip these in here and basically where I'm gonna weld, I just sort of polish it a little bit. I'll show you, it doesn't really affect the finish of it that much. So just rub the, like within an inch of where you're welding, so the cut an inch out, and on the inside. And that's pretty much all I do. You can use aluminum cleaners if your aluminum's really dirty. This is basically brand new 6061, so I basically just do that. And this one is ready. So let me move this over here. Same with this end where I'm gonna weld. And just give it a good scrubbing inside and out. And you'll be surprised how much of a difference this tip actually makes. Now you're just gonna go to the sink and rinse these off and then dry them off real good too. So I just got these back from the sink, wiped them, washed them, and then wiped them down with a paper towel real quick. Just take a blow. And get them dry. That's basically all you do. That's it. Now we'll get to the other steps. So we're all ready to continue welding. So I just take acetone, or this is brake clean, but it's non-chlorinated, so it's safe to weld with. Yeah, just spritz some on a towel or whatever you got, and just go through inside and outside. Now that's still a little bit of dirt, but not much. So everything else, everything else was taken care of by the soap and water. That, don't forget your filler rod. Now this is how much dirt is on your filler rod. This is very important. So that was maybe 2/3 of it. Look at all that grit. So just run that through 3 or 4 times. And we'll get ready to tack. Look at that, that was just from the filler. It's nasty. So we're already tack. We're gonna get tacking. What I like to do is get a piece of tape just to hold them in place. One on one side, one on the other. Just like that. And we'll get a tack on. Once we get, I like to do about 3 tacks. Once we get 3 tacks, then we'll weld her out. I'm at 127 amps. I'm probably not going to use, well, I know I'm not going to use all of it, but that's just what I have the machine set up to. So we'll get these. Obviously, I'm not going to use all of it. It's foot pedal, so just, use your brain. And I like to tack with filler. There's one. There's 2. And we'll take a piece of tape off and Fill a tab. There. Need a stronger tack on that one. There we go. So at this point, basically we're ready to weld. What I do is, for a little extra insurance, is take the tape off, and I take a red Scotch-Brite pad and just lightly, about 10 turns like that, and then wipe it down again. Just a quick, this is like extra insurance basically. And see, as you can see, you got off quite a bit of dirt, and we're ready to weld. So let me sharpen my tungsten really quick, and then we'll weld this out live so you can see. Let's get the welding. Actually, I gotta secure this a little better. There we go. All right, let's go. I hate when that happens. My wrist moved and I dipped it in. So that's okay, that happens all the time. We're only human. So I'm just gonna resharpen my tungsten, and I'll bring you in close and I'll show you what that looks like on the actual piece and how to fix that. And actually a good learning opportunity, so let me resharpen real quick. We're all sharpened up, and I'll show you what that looks like. It's a big mess. That's what it looks like. So I'm just gonna wipe that, off like that, and just continue welding. I mean, you can Scotch-Brite it again, but I find that it's not necessary. I'm just gonna start like halfway between that bead, start halfway, and then just go over it again. So yeah, unfortunately that happens way more than I'd like to admit. You know, my arm slipping, or I didn't have it clamped up tight enough, and big mess. So yep, keep going. That's more like it. Now let me show you. I mean, you can still kind of see where it was, but it's not a big deal. There you go. You can still see where, you know, that's where I started. And but what can you do? Just keep chugging. Yep, not a big deal. Just as long as it's sealed up, we're still good to go. happened again just then. My clamp is not heavy enough, and it almost pulled me back into it. Let's see how we're gonna set this one up. How about like that? All right. Just keep welding round and round. Now you can really take your time and make these welds perfect, but you know, I'm not getting paid enough to make these. I mean, obviously I'm trying my best to make them as best as I can for the price point and the timeline I have, so you know, just do whatever you think is necessary. That's what I love about aluminum though. It welds so fast. By the time you think, you know, by the time you start, you're pretty much almost done. Like, that's what I love. It's not like stainless where you gotta hold the post flow on there, or titanium. I should be wearing my respirator, but kind of in a rush to do this. It is Easter, by the way, so I've got to get back. I got some family stuff in a little bit. One more beat to go, and we should be done with this one. Alright, that's done. Is it hot? Yeah, it's a little hot. Let me go cool this down quick second by air, and I'll just come and show you guys. Alright, so there's my mediocre beads. That's as you can see, the puddle is nice and shiny, very strong. I don't know if you can see the penetration in there. Pretty much full penetration. There it is, full penetration. So yeah, that's a quick little tip on aluminum. So I hope you guys like that. Thanks.